If you're serious about building self-discipline, few voices in history can guide you better than Marcus Aurelius. He wasn't just the emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 AD, he was also one of the last great Stoic philosophers. Despite leading an empire, Marcus still found the time to write down his reflections, a collection we now know as Meditations. In those writings, he shared timeless insights on strength, focus, and discipline. Today, let's explore 10 of his most powerful lessons on self-discipline that are still just as relevant today as they were nearly 2,000 years ago. 1. Start with purpose. Marcus once reminded himself, "I have to go to work as a human being." In other words, discipline begins with understanding why you're here. If you believe you were born with a role to play, whether that's to create, to help, to lead, or to care for others, then discipline becomes less of a struggle and more of a duty. When you have a reason, getting out of bed becomes easier. If you're a writer, your duty is to write. If you're a student, your duty is to study. If you don't yet know your purpose, just begin with what's in front of you. Action itself will reveal direction. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself. It's about aligning your actions with something meaningful. 2. Rely on yourself. Marcus advised turning your attention inward, controlling your impulses, and anchoring your mind. The truth is, nobody is coming to do the hard work for you. Discipline means taking ownership, creating a plan, and committing to every small step required to reach your larger goal. Think of your goals as a mountain. You don't climb it in one leap, you climb it step by step, milestone by milestone. Without this approach, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and give up. Self-discipline grows when you stop waiting for perfect conditions or outside help, and instead rely on your own consistent actions. 3. Show up every day. Marcus wrote, "Build your life action by action." It doesn't matter if your progress feels small. What matters is that you keep showing up. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack consistency. Discipline is built the same way muscles are built. Repetition. Show up, do the work, and repeat, even on days when you don't feel like it. One bad day doesn't define you. One missed workout, one lazy evening doesn't erase your discipline. What defines you is whether you return tomorrow and keep going. Consistency is the heart of discipline. 4. Embrace voluntary hardship. Marcus suggested training yourself by enduring small challenges. Why? Because if you can handle small discomforts, you'll be ready when life throws bigger ones your way. This could mean taking cold showers, skipping a meal, walking in the rain without complaining, or choosing to live without certain luxuries. These aren't punishments, they're exercises. They remind you that comfort is not a necessity, and that you're stronger than you think. By practicing hardship when you don't have to, you prepare yourself for the times when you have no choice. 5. Focus on what you control. Marcus often emphasized, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Think about how often discipline breaks down because we obsess over things we can't control. Someone else's opinion, an unfair situation, unexpected setbacks. When you waste energy on those things, you lose focus on what actually matters. Instead, practice the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control. Ask, is this within my power? If yes, act. If no, accept it. This mindset not only strengthens your discipline, but also brings peace, because you're no longer pulled apart by distractions you can't change. 6. Refuse the victim mentality. Marcus warned against whining and self-pity. It's easy to say, "I was born this way," or "my circumstances hold me back." But those excuses hand over your power. You may not control what happens to you, but you always control how you respond. Discipline means taking responsibility even when you're not to blame. You can either cast blame or take ownership, but you can't do both. Only ownership moves you forward. When life gets tough, don't ask why me. Instead ask, what can I do about it? That shift in perspective is where discipline begins. 7. Delay gratification. Marcus pointed out that we weren't born just to feel good, but to fulfill our nature through meaningful action. Discipline often comes down to choosing long-term benefit over short-term pleasure. Think of someone training for a marathon. Every day, they resist the comfort of staying in bed so they can put in miles on the road. The sacrifice today leads to strength tomorrow. This ability to wait, to trade immediate comfort for a greater future reward, is one of the strongest muscles of discipline you can develop. 8. Ignore the naysayers. Marcus advised looking into the hearts of those who criticize you. Often you'll see there's no reason to fear their opinions. Whenever you decide to pursue something meaningful, you'll face doubt and negativity from others. Some people project their own fears onto you. Some simply dislike change. If you let every comment or criticism distract you, discipline vanishes. Instead, filter whose voices deserve your attention. Constructive feedback from trusted people is valuable. Random negativity from the sidelines is not. Your path doesn't need approval. It needs persistence. 9. Learn from role models. Marcus believed we should spend time with people of good character and learn from them. Look for examples of discipline around you. Maybe it's a teacher who's mastered their craft, a colleague who always delivers, or even historical figures who inspire you. Ask, what habits made them successful? What routines gave them strength? Then model parts of your life on theirs. Discipline doesn't have to be reinvented. You can borrow proven methods from those who've already walked the path. 10. Review yourself, honestly. Finally, Marcus highlighted the importance of self-awareness and examination. Every evening, take a few minutes to reflect. Ask, where did I stay disciplined today? Where did I fall short? Why did that happen? And how can I improve tomorrow? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about gathering data on yourself. Reflection turns mistakes into lessons and small wins into repeatable habits. Forgive yourself when you slip, but also commit to learning from it. With daily self-review, you'll grow sharper, more consistent, and more disciplined over time. Closing. So there you have it. 10 timeless lessons on self-discipline from Marcus Aurelius. Find your purpose. Rely on yourself. Show up every day. Embrace hardship. Control your focus. Reject victimhood. Delay gratification. Ignore naysayers. Learn from role models. Review your progress. Apply even a few of these and you'll find your discipline strengthening day by day. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but his greatest achievement might just be the wisdom he left for us. And that wisdom reminds us, discipline isn't about punishment. It's about freedom. The freedom to live in alignment with your highest purpose.